Today we're going to go through this Cottage Living magazine from July and August 2005. What were you doing in 2005? Where were you, if you were even born yet? It's about 20 years ago. Let's see what we can find in this magazine. Raspberry lemon pie, Oreo ice cream shop pie, and a wave your flag cheesecake. I feel like 2005 was a lifetime ago for me. It was a lot different back then. People still rented movies from a place like Blockbuster, or I think Redbox maybe. And people still bought CDs for music. I love these tables. Each one is different, but they're all pretty. These are the tablecloths to go with them. I really like this one. You can see yourself maybe sitting there having a cup of coffee or hot chocolate. Bottles of wine. It's just different ways to relax. It's pretty purple flowers. Pretty pink and yellow floral arrangement. And there's some yellow here and purple. It says you can take a plain door and use it like a cork board. Very colorful. That's another way to use that door. I like this car. It's from 20 years ago, but it still looks good. Subaru. And another way to use the door. Another type of fabric. I think that's a great idea. You know, one hollow core door, and then you can set it up the way you want. Look at the phone on the wall. Don't really see that anymore. The last time I had a home phone was, I think, 2008. Before I just went strictly to my cell phone. It's a very 50s style sunglasses. They're still stylish even today, I think. This is an island cottage. I think it says it's in Michigan, maybe. Islands of Lake Superior. It's really pretty on the inside. All the wood. Maybe you can picture yourself sitting in front of a fireplace like this, just relaxing for the evening. Cozy and warm. Says this is their first floor bedroom. Just looks very comfortable. It has that craftsman style to it. Oh, hammocks. I've actually only sat in a hammock one time. It was comfortable, but hard to get out of, I think. But very comfortable. That's something you could crawl into and just fall asleep in on a warm spring day with a nice breeze. This is Point Washington, Florida. Frame and Photoshop. another great place to relax. Have some coffee out here or a glass of wine. They call this the secret garden. Raised patio with some great plants. So this is in Colorado, this cottage community. This is a nice view. You have shade from the tree. Another outdoor space where you could just go out there and relieve stress. Just sit out there, enjoy the nature and the view. I think flowers and nature help relieve stress. So anytime you can sit outside in a space like these, I think it helps. Remember the solo cups? I think they're still around, but definitely a thing back then, especially in college. So this is Maine, Mohegan Island. So these ladies paint. Do any of you paint? Let me know in the comments. I used to do it when I was a teenager. I would try to paint like Bob Ross, but I never got that good. A map of Mohegan Island. I wonder if all of these places are still there. Galleries, guest house and inn. Martha's Vineyard. Lighting of the lanterns. I thought this was an ad. Okay. That's really nice. Very warm and inviting. I wonder if they still do this. Looks like a nice tradition. Says some have been lighting the way for more than 100 years. It's a great tradition. So they break down a trip to Martha's Vineyard. Island water sports, bike rentals, arboretum, and then some activities in the summer, like the grand illumination night, an agricultural show and fair, fireworks. I wonder if they still do some of these. They probably still do the fireworks, but I wonder about the other things like the art show and the auction and such. The regatta. They have a bookstore, gallery, midnight farm, jewelry. And then they mention some places you can stay. Charlotte Inn, the Wesley, the 1720 House, and the Beach Plum Inn and Restaurant. I've never been to Martha's Vineyard, but it looks very relaxing. Probably a slower pace in life, especially back in 2005. This is Ocean Grove, New Jersey, decorated by a designer, and this is a Victorian painted lady home. I like that light, the star shape. Another place where you can just sit and imagine yourself having breakfast, and coffee and orange juice, maybe a croissant. It's a cute dog. I think this is called farmhouse style, maybe. They're the kitchen. It's a great place to work. A dedicated desk and chair for work. Back then, people didn't really work from home like they do now. Although, a lot of people don't work from home anymore like they did back in 2020. This is a main island cottage. More cute dogs. This is very bright, energizing. Oh, I love this. It's like a big wood beam, but they left it in the shape of the tree trunk. It's a great idea. Plants in the books. I think plants and books always make a space seem more welcoming. And these spaces are yellow. So we have the bright reddish orange, and now we have yellow. It's a pretty decoration on that kitchen table. May have been painted on. And the candles and the flowers really make that space on the table extra nice. It's like an artist studio. I love the indoor windows here. So it might have been in a space that was outside. So there's like an olive green, a soft olive green bar of soap. So then she used that color on the wall of the guest room. And then the living room came from the color of a poppy, like the reddish orange color. Although the poppy looks a little more red than the living room. Sunflower color influenced the yellow in the kitchen. And then a color of eggplant, she says, screams sophistication. That is very true, how you can get inspiration for decor from other things, like out in nature, for example. This one, she said, it came from a jar of powdered pigment. So if you're decorating, maybe you can find color inspiration from objects around you that aren't necessarily furniture or decor. Margaritas. Summer melon with feta and mint. Fajitas. Chili like grilled corn. That sounds really good. Definitely reminds me of summer and of fairs where you can go get grilled corn sometimes. Fresh, big, and great turnovers. I like figs. So that sounds good to me. Ice cream, perfect for summer. This is a cottage in Georgia. I did a renovation, it looks like. I like the color on the outside. Kind of like a dark sand color with a hint of gray. They renovated the kitchen. This is a great cabinet, lots of storage. And I've always liked the look of copper pans and pots hanging up in the kitchen. They have a screened porch. Works great for warmer states especially. Cottage home plans. It says October 2005 special section. issues at $2 per issue. Or you could sign up, get 20 issues for $1 an issue. It's really cheap back then. Architecture books. A lounge chair for the beach. Picnic tables. And a nice screened-in porch where you can sit out there and feel the summer breeze. 10 instant ways to beat the heat. Let's look at this. The first one, crank out crushed ice for cocktails. Number 2, sports bottle. Number 3, a summer umbrella. Or parasol. Number 4, you can actually buy a private tent. So back then it was $1,300. Number 5, gelato. Served in coconuts, oranges, or lemons. That sounds delicious. Number 6, ice chest to put your drinks in. Number 7, wide brim hat and a bag. It looks like maybe you would put some snacks or drinks in that bag. Number 8, neoprene 6-pack. Number 9, a slip and slide. I never went on one of those, I don't think, as a kid. I remember them, but I don't think I ever actually went on one. Number 10, these different colored fans. The fan colors are watermelon, orange, and pistachio. So there we go. These are some of the things that we still use. Okay, so here's a mention of Waikiki in Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii once. I went around several of the islands on a cruise ship and I loved it. It's a great trip. It's a beautiful place. Okay, so that's the July-August 2005 issue of Cottage Living. Again, think back to what you were doing during the summer of 2005. Let me know in the comments where you were, what you were doing, what you remember about that time. Thanks for joining me.